The inflation report is in, and I got a bit of a bombshell for you. Consensus was 1.9%. RBC said 2%. I said 1.6 because I just didn't see us going up that much. But it's 2%. And I got to tell you, I was pretty confused by that. It didn't make sense. Let me step you through it. Wait for the bombshell. Now, as expected, number one driver of inflation, still mortgage interest costs. Number two is rent. Number three, passenger vehicle insurance. And again, as expected, as the interest rate comes down, mortgage interest is growing at a lower rate. Rent is growing at a lower rate. Again, as expected, gasoline, one of the main downward drivers of inflation. Now, they kept saying gasoline was the reason inflation went back up. It didn't make any sense. There's the chart. CPI excluding gasoline, that's still coming down. It's CPI with gasoline that went back up. What gives? Average price of gasoline across the country, $151.6. Yeah, a little higher than it was last month, but still a significant drop from last year. What is going on? Was it food? Not really. Wasn't shelter. Shelter came down. Clothing's in deflation. It's gasoline somewhere. What? Then I saw this. The plot thickens. This is the inflation change across the provinces, right? Because our headline inflation is basically an average of all the provinces. Look at Alberta. Here's the inflation rate across the country. Everyone's doing pretty good. Everybody's doing their part, except for Alberta. Now, everyone is upset at Justin Trudeau. Here in Ontario, we're upset at Doug Ford. And, rightfully so. He has made some mistakes. But when it comes to gasoline, he has not. Doug Ford has extended gas tax cuts into next year. And our inflation, pretty much unchanged from last month. Alberta's the big one. Here's the monthly average fuel price for Edmonton and Calgary for last year. $138.7, $137.6. And here it is this year. $141.3, significant jump. And $146.5, that's like 9 cents. It's taxes. This is from September. Bumped at the pump, blame refinery work and crude price rebound. Alberta's oil price dependent fuel tax also impacting Calgarians. Oil price dependent fuel tax. Oil price dependent fuel tax. Way to go, Danielle Smith. You're fucking it up for the entire country. Aren't conservatives supposed to be opposed to taxes and shit like that? Because, again, fucking it up for the entire country. Is this going to change the decision from the Bank of Canada in December? Probably not. Because even the Bank of Canada understands that, increasing interest rates is not going to bring down taxes, especially provincial taxes. So that's the whole story right there. Inflation is still coming down. Inflation would be much lower if it weren't for Alberta and their oil price dependent fuel tax.